wedding films from mobile phone material kind of came up from my experience. And then Alex would kind of introduce the idea of the fact that it could be an app that people use to, so that everybody could contribute. And then VidiCrew was born.
Alex and Paul from VidiCrew, thank you so much for coming in. It's interesting having you guys here, right? Because usually, a lot of cases with businesses, you go through some sort of, the founder goes through some sort of pain point, right? And they might go through something, see that was a nightmare, there's a gap there, I can start a business, I can raise money, I can solve it. But you're two single lads who started a wedding business, right? Never been married before.
Nope.
Not even a cheeky Vegas marriage?
Not that I've been told, no.
Not that you can remember.
I can remember.
Yeah.
Not engaged, haven't got any plans.
No.
Yeah, so.
Basically, the concept of this, and in a nutshell, and then you can tell me if I got it right. Basically, it's crowdsourcing video from your wedding guests, but it gets sent back to professional editors to put together a nice piece for your wedding. That's what it is.
Well said. Yeah.
That's exactly it. Yeah. So yeah, the guests use our app to capture the content themselves. We find that content's really personal, amazing, and unique. That all gets collected into one place, which solves that problem already, because people at weddings are capturing this content all the time, but the problem they have is collecting it all into one place. It's very hard to get all those people to do that. WhatsApp and stuff like that, it just doesn't cut it.
Messy, isn't it?
It's messy, people forget, it just gets abandoned. So we collect it all into one place, which gives them that experience. And then the bonus that we sell on top of that is that our editors can turn it into something really fun and memorable.
How did you guys come up with it? Where did the initial spark come from for the business?
I'd say it was about like 7 years ago was the initial idea, because I went to a friend's wedding. I went to his stag do, and I got my phone out and I started to record moments of the stag do, and I put a video together for that, and I put it onto social media. Very tasteful, because you got to be careful with stag do's.
Yeah, of course.
And the reaction I got was like, wow, that was really personal, fun. So then when I went to his wedding, I just got my phone out again. I was like, well, I'll just make a little wedding video for them. So I just started recording all the different moments of the wedding. It kind of kept me busy on the day because I was a bit bored. Sorry. And and I just kind of pull my friends out when they were a bit tipsy and do testimonials and all that kind of stuff with the phone. And then when I put it together and I put that online, the reaction I got was huge. The mum and dad of the bride and groom were kind of gushing about it online. They were crying over it because it was so personal. And so then I got asked by other friends to do it for their weddings, and I ended up doing like 3 or 4 weddings. Really? So then that kind of proved that there was something in that idea. And when I moved to London and through networking, I met Alex and we sat down and we talked about different business ideas and what we could kind of start up. And the concept of creating films from maybe a wedding and people's mobile phones kind of came up. And then Alex thought it would be good if maybe it was an app and everybody could contribute. So yeah, it's quite an organic thing, really. Yeah,
it's quite cool. And it wasn't too forced. It just kind of naturally came out, which is cool.
It happened. It just naturally came out. But for me, for the two of us, I think it's when we saw that content, we just thought, this is going to work because no one else is doing this, and no one else is putting this kind of content together. And again, weddings came to mind very early because like we thought about it, the couple's so busy at the wedding. It's a shame, really. They have a great day, but they don't see most of it because it's all happening on the way to the wedding, around them. People, if I'm honest, sometimes it's people drunk outside and stuff like that. But that's the moment some people love. But VidiCrew captures that, and it helps them see it all and relive it again and again.
And your wedding isn't necessarily just one day. So a lot of people go away now and they travel, or they stay over like a country estate, and they might go away with a
beach parties. We've had beach parties. They have 2 weddings, some people, because they're in different countries. And again, the beauty of what we do is we don't have to be there, so they can tell the story in different countries.
And then the whole thing can be part of your wedding film, and it's shot by the people that you love. On Facebook, you've got 6.1 million people who are engaged to be married, and we can kind of identify that on that platform and promote specifically to them. And you can drill down even more with Facebook and kind of understand, have they been engaged for 6 months, for example? And then is that person a 28-year-old female? And is that person clicked through on an advert to purchase something in the last 10 days. So we can drill down very deep and be very targeted on social media. So it's going to be the biggest platform for us, is Facebook and Instagram.
So what's next for you guys? What's the plan?
So we're raising at the moment, SEIS 150k.
Cool.
We need to close a round, so we are looking for more investment if anyone's watching.
Yep.
So yeah, once we get that, we're going to pump it into marketing, because the thing is, we've done really well so far, but all of it has just been word of mouth.
Yeah.
A little bit of budget's gone onto marketing, but we haven't had much to spend so far. So actually, the viral content that we create has worked. If we can just put a lump sum behind that, we're confident it's gonna make sales. So yeah, that's the focus now, and then long term, we're going to open up to other markets, because there's a few other guys doing what we do, but have they got the same vision as us? I'm not so sure. We're going to go global. This, as we've just said, this can be anywhere.
There's no borders for this.
Yeah.
Exactly, no borders. This can go anywhere in the world, and it can open up to other events. We don't only do weddings. We've done other events too. We've done fashion shows, festivals. We're looking at festivals. We've done graduations. We're exploring a lot. So yeah, the vision is to
Eventually open it up.
Yeah.
open it up
Yeah.
and scale. And another thing to mention is automation as well. In the future, the editing process is going to be a lot faster. At the moment, it's pretty quick. We've got a good team of editors who we go to, and we've got a great process for them to make really good films. We get 5-star reviews all the time, but we're going to work on some tech that can really speed that up.
That's quite cool.
So then it's going to be much more scalable.
Amazing. Really cool story, guys. Look, wish you the best luck to race. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.